All of this does result or comes back to what happened with the situation with Rudy Gobert, and him testing positive for coronavirus. A lot of the blame, a lot of the conversation has went around Gobert, and obviously he stated his apology. He released an apology statement, I believe yesterday or a couple of days ago. Yeah. And now we're at that point where he is the face of this situation for the NBA.
For all of sports.
For all of sports. Does he deserve the heat? Does he deserve the heat?
No. Good.
I'll let you go first.
Go first. I don't think so at all, because how could he possibly know? What he did was foolish. What he did was immature. Was it malicious?
No.
Did he mean to do anything with it when he was on the mics and all that? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
It could have been any one player. You're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of people in the same arena. This thing is spreading like absolutely crazy. You don't even know you have the symptoms. Like usually you'd get stuffy nose and you're like, okay, I'm getting sick. Maybe I'll, not go right next to somebody and start touching everything of theirs. Yeah. This is different. It's not his fault.
It is.
It's not his fault.
But this is the one thing I will say, though, just a little bit of a pushback. The only way I wouldn't give him a pass if other players have expressed to him, like, okay, look, I know you're taking this as a joke, but right now, to me, I don't feel safe with this virus going around. So if you could tone it down a little bit, and if they gave him that warning and then he still proceeded to do what he did, then I would be like, okay, this is a little bit messed up. But if nothing was told, then I don't think we should be giving the blame someone. We're always trying to put a face to something.
Donovan Mitchell, who also a teammate of Rudy Gobert, is tested positive.
That's the part that I want to talk about.
He actually said, though, he said in his statement that we as an organization need to be smarter about the situation and be more respectful.
Absolutely.
So he's taking a shot at Gobert.
That's look, is it malicious? Was it on purpose? Of course not. But this is a very, very serious virus right now.
Absolutely.
And the thing about Gobert is that he didn't take it seriously. He took it very lightly, touching and like, the mics and all that stuff. That's one thing. But even when Donovan Mitchell's when the report came out of him being positive for the coronavirus, there were reports saying that it's because Gobert was careless.
Right.
And that's the part that I don't like. And because of that carelessness, now Donovan Mitchell is paying the price.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's just him. Nobody else tested positive on the team. But it's like if Gobert was a little bit more serious and a little bit more careful with the way he dealt with it, it would have been a safer situation for Donovan Mitchell at least.
Well, the thing is, like, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this, and it's never like a virus that comes out. It's never serious until it happens to somebody global. Right. Like, we've seen other people get the virus, but it's like, oh, we're professional athletes, we're NBA players, we're MLB players, NHL players.
It's always like that. Yeah, it's not going to happen until it happens.
We have millions of dollars, so we'll be fine. It's not going to touch us because we're immune to this. We think that these athletes are superhuman, and sometimes maybe the athletes think that as well. But at the same time, you can't take yourself out of that equation saying, oh, because I'm in this position, I'm not going to catch it. And look what happened.
Yeah.
As someone who has all the best doctors in the world, a lot of money, Rudy Gobert still caught it, and it was able to spread to Donovan Mitchell. And luckily, nobody else caught it.
But it's not just him, though. We're talking. If you want to look at Italy, Italy's the reason why we made all of these changes. They locked down an entire country that didn't take it seriously. So it's not Rudy Gobert. It's everyone in general saying, "Oh no, it's in China. We don't have to worry about it. Oh no, it's in Iran. We don't have to worry about it. Oh no, it's in okay, it's getting closer. Oh no," and then all of a sudden, Italy is in all-out crisis. I think as just a civilization in total, we're going to treat these things very different moving forward, and you won't find this type of ignorance.
Oh yeah.
See, the thing about going back to Gobert was that before this even happened, before him touching all like that video of him touching the mic and all that. The league was already discussing about not having fans come into the league.
Agreed.
Like, it became serious.
Yep.
Golden State was actually that day
planning on doing it.
That day they were not going to have fans in their building, so it was a serious issue from beforehand. And Gobert didn't take it seriously. That's the biggest issue for me for that.
In general, with Gobert, there is a chain reaction. Actually, with any NBA player, any professional athlete. I think we can all agree that athletes at the end of the day, because of how pristine of a condition they're in, how obviously they're athletes, they will be fine if they get the coronavirus. But is the chain reaction that happens for when, let's say, Rudy Gobert gets it, and then later on he daps up a custodian. That custodian gets it, passes it on to his family. It is a chain reaction.
It is.
That happens.
That's
that
the scary
people
part.
Are afraid of,
because the Raptors played him the day before he got caught, and
Right.
then the next day when he was positive, they had a fundraising event in Toronto.
Two
fundraising events in Toronto where the general public was there as well.
Right.
So right now, we don't know what's happening with the Raptors as of this present moment.
Yeah.
But if something happens, then that might spread to somebody else, just a normal everyday citizen, and who knows where that might land elsewhere, right? So where this could spread is a very scary thought right now.
The NBA has asked the Toronto Raptors, along with pretty much any team that has faced the Utah Jazz over the past 2 weeks, to quarantine themselves for 2 weeks. They're obviously all going to get tested at some point. And if you guys want, we'll talk about it now. But the idea that Rudy Gobert was able to get tested and then later on, within 24 hours, get his result. But you see in America, there's a struggle with test kits. You see in Canada, there's, probably not as much of a struggle regarding test kits. But what do you guys think about that? Do you think that it's fair that this athlete that's getting millions of dollars is in a position to be able to get the kit faster?
But life isn't fair though.
No, like exactly.
It happens. If you have money, you step in front of the line. And that's how it's always going to be. If I have more money than you, if I'm more famous than you, and plus there's a league behind me where I have some type of importance, I'm sorry, but it's privilege.
I agree with you.
It is what it is.
I agree with you.
That's what I was going to say. Like,
Think of
when
MRIs,
how long does it take for MRIs to get scheduled, right? Like you get them, like a month after, sometimes 2 months
Sometimes,
after?
yeah.
These guys are in the hospital next day getting MRIs done.
Yeah.
Not even hours.
Hours,
Like,
yeah.
So I don't
it's
think it's
fast.
that fair.
That's the point. Like,
And we're not
it's
prepared
just,
for it.
It's just part of the organization and part of having a doctor on site specific for that particular organization.
The only thing I'm saying is there's a difference between what is the norm and what we should potentially consider, right?
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
that's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, I agree. That's gonna happen always in society.
Forever.
But I think the question is, should that be always happening? In
It
society,
shouldn't
right?
be always happening, but it's not going to change. If you want it to change, get your money up, and then you'll be able to get in front of the line.